Hey guys, Kieran here for another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 with CWA. I've lost count. I'm going to say episode 7. If I'm wrong, that's awkward, but hopefully I'm right. I won't check. I don't have 2 monitors. I can't afford 2 monitors. So, ready for another show. Let's get into it. So, we start off on the pre-show. We have the new stable that I mentioned last week. The Icemen, Derek Frost and the Canes. They beat 3 guys who are not on the roster. They're local talents who I hired for the show. They get an easy win. Derek Frost pins him in 4 minutes 32 with a snow plow. 39, it was just to get some momentum going. The Canes had decent performances there. I'm happy with that. We start the show with world champion Christian Price talking about his pay-per-view match where he defends his world title against Sean McFly. He makes a statement that he's not just going to beat McFly, he's going to put him down and erase McFly. After the match, he claims McFly won't be seen around CWA again. And then Sean McFly gets out for his opening match, so Christian Price takes a seat at ringside just to watch scout his opponent. And in a good match, 75B-, Sean McFly defeated Marc Dubois in 14:54 with a DeLorean driver. Got the crowd hotter, good match. As we can see, McFly's own ring performances are not that good, and maybe he might just get written off TV. Price, that was a really good rating. I was so worried about this angle because the angles have changed a lot this year, so if you rate them on overness, it might not work out that well. I'm sorry if you can hear my nephew crying. Well, we'll just have to. I'm gonna keep going. I don't think you'll be able to hear it. Christian Price holds the title. Hi, McFly, epic stare down. Hyping the pay-per-view. Cool. 82B, another good angle. Cameron Vesey and Aaron Knight confrontation. They agree tonight they're going to do Pick Your Poison. Basically, they got to get a guy to fight the other. 71C+, very good match. Brooke Tyler defeats Sally Ann Christensen in 15:29 with a Brooke Breaker submission. Brooke Tyler's probably the best 5th woman in the world on this game, so there you have it. 61C, it's decent. Brooke Tyler and Easter, after the match, Easter attacks. They brawl throughout the ringside area until they get separated by officials. I've enjoyed booking this more than the title story, but I think that might change with some things I've got planned for that. So Aaron Knight is asking Dante, his only kind of friend on the roster, can you fight Vesey for me? But Skip comes out and asks Knight if he can fight Vesey. He apologises for the brawl that happened on last week's show. The show ended with Skip and Knight fighting because they just couldn't coexist in a tag match. Skip admits that maybe he blew his lid a little bit because that's his character is very much unstable kind of guy, so he's completely fine and then he hulks up or something. He completely goes off the rails the next second. So he apologises and says he wants to fight Cameron Vesey tonight, and Dante says he's fine with it. Knight shakes his head and he says, "Yeah, let's go. Main event: Vesey vs Skip." 68C+, that's a decent match considering it lasted 3 minutes. Amber Allen defeats Deborah Young, member of the Queen's Court. When Deborah Young gets herself disqualified, she starts beating on Allen in the corner. 5 count, she doesn't stop. It was never going to be a match. The goal was clearly just to destroy Amber Allen in a 3v1 attack. A shoddy rating there for 54C-, but that's just because Nadia Snow isn't that over yet in the game. We'll try and build her up because she's a very good wrestler. So, Cameron Vesey's guy that he picked for the Pick Your Poison match was Mr. Impact, the television champ. Superb match. Aaron Knight defeats him in 18:15 with a Nightfall. Pretty nice finisher as well. I really like Aaron Knight. He's a really good fighter, really good entertainment. In-ring performance of 85. This guy's good. This guy is good. We go into a C+. Obviously, last week we said we were going to do Jared Johnson versus Jack DeColt. Jack DeColt makes his entrance and Jared Johnson attacks him, hits his signature, something like that. Ricky DeColt stops it, but Jack's not going to fight. And Jared gets the hell out of there, so no other match can be made. The match is called off. Jared clearly didn't want this match to go ahead. And we're going into the main event. 81B, very good rating. Fantastic heat, great wrestling. Cameron Vesey defeated Skip in 22 minutes 21 seconds with a Vesey driver. Following interference from George Wolf and Impact, Knight sat ringside, so you've basically got all the stables, or all the wrestlers fighting each other, but it eventually comes down to the heels on top. And that's the end of the show. We don't have a post-match angle. Trying to vary it a bit. So last week we started with a match. I believe we did. On one of the weeks we did. This week we're just going to end with a show, end with a match, end with a show. So Vesey wins the match, gets the hell out of the ring before anything can happen. The heels celebrate on the ramp. Nothing big. Very good show. 82B. Increased our pop in 7 regions. I think the key is having 2 good matches. I had 3 good matches really. McFly did well in the opener. And I criticised him. I feel bad for that now. But he did very well. And we had just solid ratings throughout the show. Like 82, 82, 81. Very good, and that will go in line with the averages as well. So the 82 makes a lot of sense. So we're gaining overness. We have one more show before the pay-per-view, so we've got one more episode of Championship Wrestling, and then we have Clash Classic, which it's not a SummerSlam because obviously, well, it's not in the summer. But I don't know. Okay, well, that's clearly meant to be SummerSlam, Summer Smash. Something tells me that was inspired. No, Clash Classic can't really be compared to anything, I guess, because WWE, you have the big 4, then everything else just interchangeable. Everything else just changes every fucking second, which really sucks. So we won't compare it to a WWE thing, because it's our own. It's our own. So as you can see there, next event in 9 days, next TV show in 6. So I just want to check something. Christian Price went down to a star instead of a major star, which was just really random for no reason as well. His overness didn't go down or anything. But we'll get him back up there. I've got some plans. Because he's the world champ, so he needs to be up there. Okay, so I will see you guys for next week's episode of Championship Wrestling, where we'll just put the last bits together for the pay-per-view. Alright, see you guys then.